Hold fast, Scryer. It is through the will of Weejas that you have gained the sight to view what I have to show you. A story of bravery and valor, friendship and betrayal, determination and despair, awesome and adventurous. But why did the witch goddess bring you here? What purpose could she have to redirect your energies to me? Perhaps this will be a story of warning to you or a call to action. Not too long ago, in the storied city of Waterdeep, deep beneath the city's surface was the ruins of the largest wizard's tower, and at the center of it, Hallister Blackcloak. 6 heroes were called forth to finally rid the city of the dark influence of Hallister and investigate the damage he had done to the Weave. This is their saga. I bid thee greetings, barbarians and wizards, clerics and warlocks. I am Patrick, known on the beaks of birds and in other crystal balls as Patty Shakes, and I am the game master for this story. This is session 2 of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Waterdeep, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. This is an awesome adventure brought to you by Vorpal Tales. And since it was so late in the session last time, I'm going to be redeeming one of our viewers, Patty the Pirates, for the rest of this intro. You can find Vorpal Tales on lots of places on the internet. Of course, we are on Twitch, right here, right now. Check out Twitter, where we tweet daily at Vorpal Tales. Facebook and Instagram, where you get great pictures of all our cast and GMs outside of the tabletop. A website, vorpaltales.com, where you can get all the latest news and about everything we are doing. A Patreon, where if you feel so inclined, you can toss a coin to us in order to make more, better, and Vorpal-tailier content. Finally, a Discord, where you can come hang out with us awesome humans and discuss all kinds of topics or play video games together. I would also like to thank Wizards of the Coast for making an amazing module for us to live in for a while, Roll20 for being our virtual tabletop, and platform for our players who roll their dice and see the monsters that look to strike them down. Additionally to N8 Mid for all the fantastic work he does. And my newest shout out tonight goes to Vinsfept, a wonderful YouTube channel that has amazing music to set your adventure to. And now, dear viewers, meet our intrepid adventurers who look to rid the world of the evil ways of Hallister Blackcloak. Players, please state your name, where people can find you on the internet, your character's name, and your class.
I get to go first today.
Woot!
Hey guys, my name is Dwayne. You guys can find me on the internet at Made of Kimchi. Tonight I will be playing Fat Dragonborn Noble Bard Densik.
I'm at Space Lord PJs. I am playing this one, Sprouting Hops, who is a level 5 monk. That sounds right.
Hi everybody, I am Ever. You can find me on the internet as Changeling Ever. My pronouns are they, them, and tonight I will be playing the half sea elf, half land elf, Nim, whose pronouns are also they, them. Who's a cleric.
And I am Tyler, Eldritch Echoes on the internet. I will be playing the Arcane Caster who has like 5 classes tonight.
You're muted.
It would help, yeah, if I was not muted. Hi, I'm Pinky_88 on Twitter, and tonight I'll be playing Izzy, the Eldritch Knight Fighter with a cursed sword.
And I am Devin. You can find me online at Sorta Sullied, and I will be playing the Tabaxi Rogue Shadow.
Thank you, adventurers. Now, before we forget ourselves and escape for a little while into a realm of magic and fantasy, here in the world today, many people are struggling with very real matters and combating their own monsters. October is a month that brings attention and awareness to a lot of very important things, like breast cancer. Guys and girls, please get mammograms starting at the age of 40. Emotional wellness, check in on your friends, family, and yourself. Domestic violence awareness. Over 2 million men and women are abused every year. The very important Black Lives Matter movement is also still going on. This is the most important period in time we are living in, and we ask that you educate yourselves on topics you may be ignorant to and work with your fellow humans to better the world. Remember, things are only impossible until they are not. Lastly, October is the new November, so make sure you go out and vote. All right, before you gaze further into the story of these adventurers, allow us to remind you of what they have already conquered and overcome. Ever, I'm springing this on you last second. Do you mind going over your recap from last session?
How dare. How dare.
Oh shit.
Sure. It's
Thank
really long. Our crew begins at the bar before we decide to venture into the yawning portal. A jovial attendance before a perilous adventure. Our companion Izzy decides, at the behest of Sprouting Hops, to attempt to impress the half-orc barmaid by starting, and winning, a fight. Successful in the fight, Izzy does in fact impress the barmaid and earns a kiss upon her cheek. After the raucous has died down, the group decides to adventure down through the yawning portal to embark on their adventure. Each are lowered down individually into the darkness below, finding themselves in a room of shields. A simple children's poem warning of the Mad Mage is found behind one of the shields, a chilling caution to all. Stealthily, we traverse the halls and come across a room of skeletons, those killed by demons within. Inside that room are numerous bas reliefs. There's not fish, I swear. One of which Sprouting Hops knocks on and reveals that it is a secret door. Down the hall behind the secret door is an ancient enemy of the Sea Elves. But rather than begin a fight, Nim requests avoidance of unnecessary violence. They find yet another door in the room, and within, a sword attached to a skeleton's hand and mysterious noises. Cal, with his excellent use of ravens, discovers all the noises are the voices of various peoples from above through air vents. Shadow cautiously aims to inspect the sword without touching it. Removing the sword from the skeleton's hand without contact, the sword begins to glow, and it's obvious it's enchanted. Cal uses his magics to identify them. The sword is actually cursed, that the holder cannot release it from their grasp. Unfortunately, Shadow had offered this sword to Izzy, and therefore burdening Izzy with this accursed sword. Further travel in, we come across a room of pillars, which indicates we are close to where we need to be to take on the challenge of the Mad Mage. Within this room, we find a sign pointing south that says, "Certain death this way." We decide on traversing down the south hall and come across a dead goblin and a headless statue. Past that we find... more hallways. Through examination, Sprouting Hops has discovered that a gelatinous cube is in one of the rooms, so we investigate another room, which is locked. Shadow opens the lock and stealthily scopes it out as much as possible and deems it all clear. In the next room, we find a tiefling skeleton with Infernal written in blood above. Speak with me. We take a short rest for Nim to pray to Seychelles to be able to speak to the dead. It does indeed speak. I will answer your 5 questions. If you look for the dwarves under the mountain, they have the key to my heart.
Cool. Patty, you're muted.
Thank you. That is where we will start. Thank you so much, Ever, for that wonderful recap. All of you have just taken your 15-20 minutes short rest in this room, gathering, taking your breath, realizing that this dungeon if this is just the first floor, this will be a long ordeal to get through the rest of this to fulfill your mission. However, you are still undaunted. Nim took a moment to kind of go in the corner, and even down here underneath the earth, as far as one could think to be away from the waters and oceans of the world, is still able to have a small puddle and of what smells like briny seawater come up around them as they're praying. They get up after about 15 minutes, roll back their sleeves, and let forth the spell Speak with Dead. The skeleton, the mouth animates, tells you that it will answer your questions. So, team, Nim must ask the questions, but you can work together to come up with questions to ask.
This one would like you to ask what it ate for lunch last. Very curious.
That's a weird question.
Just a
Cal
suggestion.
stops being a Khajiit now and looks like a half-elf with a beard.
Oh, nice beard. Good beard. Like
He side-eyes you because right now he's embarrassed to be.
just saying.
Yes, it's an amazingly coiffed beard with braids.
Nice.
Very attractive. Should we not
Perhaps-
ask him how to get down a level?
I would think that would be a very wise question to ask.
Mhm.
I'm kind of wondering about this sword. Is it like it's cool and all, but my hand kind of hurts holding it.
You should ask it what thing we should worry about the most on this level.
Oh, that's a good idea too. Oh, ask him if he likes cookies. I have some extra ones. Maybe he wants another one.
So, out of game question.
Sure.
The point of us being in this dungeon is to track down like 4 or 5 people and neutralize them, as well as the Mad Mage himself.
Sure. So there were 7 things you were supposed to do.
Okay.
3 of them were to kill specific people, being Hallister and then his 2 right-hand apprentices, Arcturia and Torbrand. The other was to destroy the school Hallister started down here, called Dwemerkor, where he was just kind of luring in wizards and witches and sorcerers from all across the lands, and either training them or brainwashing them or whatever would happen in that school. And then basically any undead made by him, any creatures that were experimented on by him, any allies or pupils of his that you come across need to either be restored to their proper nature, destroyed, or taken captive if it's like an apprentice or a pupil or something. So basically, you've been tasked with eradicating and erasing all that Hallister has accomplished so far. No small feat.
What are his lieutenants' names again?
Torbriand, the first artificer, and Arcturia, the body morphing lich.
Just remember, this is Hallister's dungeon. He can control everything this being speaks to us.
Cool. Okay.
Much like me, everything here could be a lie.
And Nim, you do know that as part of your spell, the being that you cast the spell on, the remains, are under no compulsion to tell you the truth. So it'll give you answer. It is compelled to answer. It can't just not answer. But you do know that what Cal is cautioning you is correct. That if this was someone important to Hallister, or he maybe has influenced them somehow, they don't have to tell you the truth. It's up to you. It's up to you to determine if the information they're giving you is correct and accurate.
Well, that's just rude.
Oh, we should ask him how he died.
A spotting query.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've got what it ate for its last meal. How to get to the next
You should
one.
skip the joke once.
Okay.
It's not a joke.
How to get to the next level? What should we be worried about most in the dungeon? Tell us about the sword Izzy stuck with, and how did it die? So that's... We've got 4 questions
Okay, so
Out
you
of-
can think of another
so far.
5. You get 5 questions.
There you go. One more to ask.
What does the key look like?
Yeah, like what is the key to
Is
its
it
heart?
a physical key or words?
Yeah, like a note, like a key for singing.
Okay. Now I put all the questions in Discord, so if anyone gives it a look, let me know if there's anything I should fix.
You don't have to worry too much about wording. It's not like a genie where it'll twist your words.
Oh, okay.
Or better yet, not where the key is, because we know the dwarves have the key. But perhaps his heart.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Since he is a skeleton, is the heart there? I don't know.
So yeah, as part of when you originally investigate this room, it is no, he is just a skeleton. There's no organs or anything like that. He is just a skeleton.
So yes, I rescind my first question. And no
All right.
key.
So what's the
but the
so
heart.
what's the first question you're asking?
How do we get to the next level?
The skull that kind of just been lolling back and forth a little bit while you guys had debated with one another. Nim, as soon as you look at it and address this question at it, it stops and just you were kind of sucked into the hollowness of its eye sockets, and it just moves the mouth, even though there's no vocal cords or lungs or anything like that to give normal speech. This disembodied, awful sound still comes out of it. To the next level, I do not know. I was brought here from a different level than the next.
I mean, that makes sense. It kind of died, you know, before it got to a next level, I guess. Maybe. Just maybe. Just putting that out there.
Well, we can ask it how it died.
Yes. Okay. My dearly departed tiefling acquaintance, how did you die?
Alistair! He killed me.
Thinking back, obvious, that was probably an obvious answer. Dim. Why?
Oh, not necessarily.
Much wisdom was gained.
Why did Alistair kill him? Maybe?
Oh, we'd have to eliminate another question.
Right, still very interested in what it had for lunch.
I recommend you focus on the puzzle.
What is your heart?
My heart is my heart. It still beats. And it opens its mouth a little bit even wider, and out from it comes the unmistakable sound of a beating heart.
Whoa. I don't know if I could fix that.
Is it invisible?
Okay. Next question, I suppose. What should we be worried about most in the dungeon?
You should be scared of Alistair and his school Dwemercore. Much more goes on there than meets the eyes.
Out of character, you should be scared of Hallister and his...
In his school, Dwemercor.
How do you spell that?
Good question. That is spelled Dwemercore.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Dwemercor.
Okay. And last question. Can you... No, not can you. Please tell us about the sword that Izzy's stuck with. Her hand's starting to hurt a little.
It swivels its head just ever so slightly to look at Izzy. I know nothing of this sword.
Oh, well, his name is Dimwit, and I think it's a him. I'm actually not entirely sure. Sword, do you have any preferred pronouns or they're not answering right now.
That was your fifth question, right?
Yes.
And so as the last syllable comes out of its mouth, it once again starts bobbing each little bit, and then you notice it had come out, it had leaned, almost like it was leaning forward. It just leans back and goes limp as it was shackled to the wall. The magic fades, and your spell is finished. And you kind of wait a second, and that echoey whisper comes out of it again. Look for the little dwarves under the mountain. One of them hides the key to my heart.
Well, that was enlightening. Probably could have gotten more information out of a dust mite.
Could I question a dust mite?
Are you questioning if you would question a dust mite?
Yes. Yes, I am.
No. Your magic would not work on a dust mite.
So then back to the whole dungeon. Yeah.
Pretty much. At least that's what it looks like.
Onwards,
already
friends.
lost interest.
Yeah, so to remind you all, you came from the south, so the only other way out of this room is to the
heading
north.
And I closed that door,
Yes.
correct?
And locked it.
Yes, so
I
I
do
will-
remember that.
Yes.
Yes. So I will unlock it and I will quietly
Quietly
open the door.
You look into the next room. You don't. Looks like there's not really much in here. There we go. Yeah, that works. There's the only thing you really see is two stone pillars that are about 10 feet apart. Here and here, and they look like they are supporting the ceiling.
All right.
Also near the base of each pillar are two orc skeletons. Their bones look old, ancient, like they've been here for a very long time.
Okay, I'm just going to avoid those and just kind of creep along the wall to that door to the north and check that
Okay,
one out.
sure. You go to that door. It is unlocked.
I quietly
Okay.
open that door.
And you peer inside. It's just a hallway.
All right. I sneak around so I can look at the whole hallway.
Okay. So you get to. It comes to another door. Once again unlocked.
Mhm.
I yell for Nam. Hey, we're leaving.
Oh, right. I was just this skeleton. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Are
bye,
you into dead
skeleton.
people? Is that why you're staying there? I mean, no judgment. If you wanna, be into skeletons, that's cool. It's just a little weird.
Do all of you just follow Shadow, along the wall, or are any of you checking out into the pillars in the previous room, or are you just following Shadow at this point?
Can't split the party too much.
I
I'm
wouldn't-
just following Shadow.
Okay.
I wouldn't
I'm
mind
checking everything
All right.
with
so,
Nim. Who's
Cal,
trying to say
Nim.
the same thing.
Cal, Nim, if you want, you can check out this room. Shadow's kind of just scouting ahead for you guys at this point.
You can roll first. I'll do
Oh.
investigation if you want to do perception.
see here.
Twofer.
Yeah. So, yeah, one of you can give me an investigation check.
He has a better investigation, and my perception is pretty good.
Okay. With a 15, not much else pops up. Like, you kind of quickly look at the skeletons a little bit. There's nothing of value on them. They're pure. The only reason you can tell they're orc skeletons is because of the defining features of the ears and the teeth. Other than that, there's nothing left of them. It looks like there might have been like an arch, like the two pillars might have connected and made an arch or a gate at some point, but now it's just two plain pillars that go straight up to the ceiling.
I did a very pitiful roll.
Okay, so yeah, so not much more to be learned. Alrighty. Shadow, the rest of your party has come up. The store that you're in front of is unlocked. What you doing?
I am once again quietly going to open this door.
Okay. You open the store. God dang it. You open the door and peer inside, and you see a bugbear down the hall.
Bugbear.
Son of a bugbear.
Bugbear.
It's alone?
It looks to be alone, yes. But you can tell that even as sneaky as you are, it kind of looks at you. Give me a perception check.
Alright. While it loads, because I somehow closed that.
No worries. Yeah, so you get this without the perception check. It's almost like it turned. Well, you still roll the perception for something else, but it's almost like its head turned before you even like poked your head around the corner, and you know you were being like your stealthiest that you are. So it's almost unnatural that it's able to know something is there.
I think I just have to reload roll 20 because it's just not popping up. Let's see. Or it's just really not liking me today. There we go. Oh, bugger in time. Perception?
Yes. $28.
There we
Okay.
go. Worth the wait.
So you're kind of about to pull your what type of weapon do you have?
Rapier.
You're about to pull your rapier out of its sheath, and you're just like, okay, well, hopefully I can take this one down before it calls for help. You notice that it's actually on its pauldron on its shoulder, that it has one eye with 9 arrows coming out of it. You are very familiar with this symbol, as you have articles of clothing with that same symbol on it. It is the sign of Xanathar's guild.
Ooh. Where's mine out of my clothing so I can show it off so that he could...
Just because you guys don't openly wear it because you'd be marked as thieves.
Mhm.
It's like on the inside of your cloak.
I do a quick, one like, we're guildies. Don't.
So he had his like morning star out and kind of started trudging down the hall, and he sees you kind of like reveal your cloak and show the symbol. What's the password?
I have a question real quick. What's Xanathar's guild?
The Xanathar's Guild, for most of you have been in Waterdeep long enough that you've at least heard of them. Xanathar's Guild is the Thieves Guild of Waterdeep. Xanathar is actually a beholder who is running the Thieves Guild. And no one knows quite why a beholder has taken an interest and wants to run a Thieves Guild, but they're not questioning it because, beholders tend to either go mad or kill people or enslave them or whatever. So people are kind of just okay with it running the Thieves Guild for now.
You don't ask why.
There's always talk.
Thing is doing a thing.
Yeah, there's always talk within the guild and out of the guild to, get rid of Xanathar and replace him with somebody else. But for now, he runs the guild.
I hear he wrote a good book. Just heard things.
Yes. You should totally check out Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It includes more subclasses and races.
Right.
And spells.
Mm-hmm.
But yes.
Spells too.
So he just kind of, what's the password?
Would I know this password, or could I bullshit?
You're not even actually sure like what he's doing down here. Like you're not aware of any Xanathar operations going on in the dungeon.
Hold on, let me whisper it to you. Stab it.
Could I bullshittery counter method this to saying that I'm, there to check in on them and counter back of, you need to give me what your password is.
Okay, give me a deception check.
And there's my roll. 7. Yeah.
So bugbears are common enough in Xanathar's guild that they while people usually confuse them with orcs and goblins and think they're just another stupid brute, they're surprisingly smart and even though they're big and lumbering, they're very stealthy too, and they want to be. So this one kind of just screws his eyes up a little bit. Is like, no, I'm on orders to be here, and we weren't told that any other people from the guild were coming. Listen, you're wearing our colors, so I'm not gonna kill you, but you better come with me.
I motion behind me stealthily as I can to make kind of a, once I get him to turn around, stab him in the back with as many arrows as we have.
Can we hear this?
The bugbear came close enough that you guys around the corner would be able to hear this conversation.
I'll message Cantrip you and say, if you want to, you could say, hey, let me get the rest of my guys first, and I can pick a bunch of people wearing your symbol.
It's a good play too. I like having multiple minions.
I'm
I vote
the number
this.
one minion,
I vote this
right?
plan.
Bugbear comes closer. Come on, come with me.
Hold on, let me get my crew. I mean, you think I'd be down here alone? Crazy.
Yeah, go get the other 5 of you back there.
Wait, it counted us?
How do you know there's 5?
I just know there's 5.
Sprouting Hops leans over to everyone. There's some bullshit going on right now. Most bugbears can't count, much less to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
He's-
And I'll need to see all of their symbols as well.
Yeah.
We're We're gonna take you into the watch post. We're gonna call this up the chain. And we're gonna check you out.
I'm waiting for you to tell me how
Yeah.
you want to handle it in the message that she won't hear. Want to switch it
Oh,
to us just having symbols? That's easier.
Yeah, and then we just totally can stab him, round robin style, and then sneak our way into whatever base he says he has.
He kind of raises his voice a little bit. All right, I want to see 6 people out here right now.
So bossy.
Use cantrips to put just the symbol on sprouting hops and the fat old bard because they already look shifty. And then for the other 3 of us, I make sure they're both standing adjacent to me to fill a 15-foot cube, and not only do we bear the symbols, but we look like rogues now too.
Okay, so what combination of cantrips and spells are you using for this?
Thaumaturgy and prestidigitation to create the mark on sprouting hops in Densic that will last like 4 or 5 turns. It's in the description.
Okay.
Long enough for him to look and turn away.
Right.
And then silent image for the rest of us.
I can help with that.
Okay.
Ooh, sorry.
All right, so Cal does the majority of the work here, but Izzy, you're kind of able to, because do you have prestidigitation, or what do you have?
I have prestidigitation as well, so I think
Okay.
three of us have that spell or cantrip. Excuse me.
All right, so you're able to, you've seen shadow stuff enough that you know what that symbol looks like. So you kind of just put it like on your wrist, almost like a tattoo, and then you all come out, and thanks to Cal and Izzy's spells, you all quickly show the mark of Xanathar, and the bugbear looks mono. Okay, checks out. All right, you're all coming with me. We're going to the watch post. Let's go. Single line.
So, Sprouting Hops wants to, like, single file himself behind Cal and whisper to him, "It counted us without seeing us."
Once it turns away from us and we don't have to show our wrists anymore, Patty.
Yeah.
I drop the silent image, but I create a new one using a combination of thaumaturgy. Because thaumaturgy can create audio noise, and I create myself while I actually drop back to prepare for the action that's about to happen. So I'm still walking, but the real me isn't. So when Sprouting Hops does that, I say from behind him, I know it's fucking weird.
Okay, so you're staying behind. Everyone else is joining.
That's my plan, because I was told the rogue's about to start stabbing, so I want to be back in range.
I will follow at the front of the line, a position of privilege.
I'll
So yes,
be
Sprouting Hops,
somewhere.
I'm in front of you.
I'm
but I
directly
answer from
behind
you.
Shadow.
Okay. This is probably normal.
Probably.
So the bugbear is about to turn the corner, and he goes, "There's only 5 of you actually walking with me. Let's go. Where's the 6th guy?"
And that would be a good point in time for me to stab him.
I was just about to say, I'm gonna kick this thing, because that's weird. That's not normal.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's
He's-
totally yeah.
Too smart.
All right.
So
he,
this is
he's
where I
not-
stab him.
Yeah, he's not expecting to get stabbed by a guildmate. So go ahead and roll an attack.
Yeah, he gonna get stabbed. I must stab him now.
Do it.
Have it.
Do it.
I stab you for. Do I get advantage?
Sure. We'll say this is surprise enough that you can have advantage.
Sweet, because that was gonna be a 12, so a 20.
That
Does
does
a 20 hit him?
A 20 does hit.
All right, and 5, and since he doesn't have anybody within 5 feet of him, then I get my sneak, which gives me 12 damage extra, so a total of 17.
17 damage total.
Mhm.
All right, so you very almost noiselessly slide the rapier out of its very thin sheath and just kind of as he's about to turn the corner, you kind of get the feeling from everyone else like this is weird, and he's asking too many questions, and you know what? Fuck it, and he just put the rapier right into his lower back kidney area. He's like, "Ruah!" And he turns around and he just goes, "Well, you shouldn't have done that." And he raises his hand to bash down on you. Everyone's gonna need to roll initiative now. He definitely he's hurting. You got a good stab in on him, but he's still standing. And you can actually hear the sound of footsteps coming from where he's walking towards down the hall, around the corner, and further down the hall.
All right.
Ah, garbage. I forgot about the token selection thing.
What? But I did select.
Same.
Alright, fine.
There we go.
Oh, it's even. It didn't take it the second time either. What the hey?
What the hey?
An
Yeah, what-
amazing initiative.
Yeah, what the hey? Okay, maybe if I.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sad. 10 points less that
2,
time.
3, 4, 5. Who we're missing? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Me, because it didn't take either of them.
5.
Are you
got
clicking
some
on
lag.
your
Yeah,
token?
He's got lag. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my end's just absolutely awful right now.
Okay. So
Oh, that changed mine because I didn't change who I was rolling as. I'll put him in manually, Patty.
all right, cool.
Yeah, you also changed my initiative roll. Because mine was a lot lower. Now it's too high.
Numbers.
Let me know when you're done, and that will.
It's
and then
done.
I'll
You
add-
can do the thing.
Okay, cool. And I shall add my people.
You have to do the arrange thing when you're done too.
Yeah, that's fine. I should save that, right? Okay.
Yeah, after you type in the number, hit the enter key. It'll do it.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Just- And last one. And then there we go. All right, perfect. All right, Shadow, you are first.
All right, I'm gonna take a very crazy action here and stab again.
Okay, sure. Yeah, after your initial stabbing, he kind of bellows out, says you shouldn't have done that, yells just kind of incoherently back behind him, and you hear more footsteps coming.
Okay. I stab him. And
How much do you
I-
stab him for?
I'm gonna say I don't, because that was a 11 and a 10.
Okay, yeah. So you wouldn't have advantage on this one. You only have
Yeah,
advantage on the
it
first one
wouldn't
because it was
help.
sneaky. Yeah, now he's
Good to
he's
know your
fully-
rolls are back to normal.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's fully enraged, and he turns around, and he's pretty large. Now that he's not so kind of sloped and walking kind of more gracefully, he just takes on this big kind of large 7-foot frame, muscly, furry slobber coming down his jaws, raising his morning star as you go in to try to like poke him again with your rapier with a nice little flourish, and he just moves his shield in front of it, and your rapier tip bounces off of it. All right, so that was your action. Would you like to move or use a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run away.
Okay.
After that, I'm like, oh yeah, and on that note, bye.
He will take an attack of opportunity on you. As you run
I
away.
am going to use a bonus action to disengage because I didn't hit.
Good job, Rogue.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, hold on. Make sure. That you can. Yep, the action to use dash, disengage, hide. Perfect. Yep. So you use your cutting action as a rogue to bonus action disengage, and you run away like the rogue you are. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, stabbed him once. You guys can't ask for much more.
So I believe there's an end turn thing on your screen. You should be able to do that, and then the next person initiative should come up.
You have
No,
to do
that's
that.
on Astral.
Oh, I
only.
had to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nim.
just use the bottom right arrow.
Got it. Yep. All right, Nim, you are up.
Mm. Let's see. I am going to.
As far as you know right now, there's only the one bugbear.
Oh, well. I shall shoot it from afar with my crossbow. Oh. Can I do that? Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah. So you would just need to make sure you can move your character so that has line of sight of the bugbear. You're kind of like in
yes.
the back right now, so.
I accidentally drew something. I'm so sorry.
How many squares can my character move in? Can I move diagonally?
Yes. So diagonally is every 1 square away from you, even diagonally, is 5 feet. Then your character should have a base movement speed of 30. Let me just double check. Yes. In the middle, next to your armor class and initiative, it says speed. You have 30, which means each square is 5 feet. So you can move 6 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all I needed to move was 4. So I will do that.
Perfect. Alrighty.
And
So you ready your crossbow and fire?
yes.
And 19. A 19 will hit.
Huzzah.
So it does. Oh, no, it does damage or anything. So that is 5 piercing damage. So you kind of take your crossbow that had been on your back sling, and you move it to the front. As you move forward, loading your crossbow bolts, turn around the corner, see the bugbear having just watched its prey run away from it. You see a wide opening, you just fire the crossbow. Hits a nice square in the upper chest area. That's another cry. It's not looking so hot. All right, so that was you still have a little bit of movement left if you'd like, and a bonus action if you'd like.
Oh, dang. Jeez. So many options. I think I'm gonna... Would letting fly another bolt be a bonus action?
No. So
okay.
the way crossbows work in this game is it takes a full action to fire it and then load it for the next round.
Oh, okay.
So crossbows don't allow multiple attacks in the same turn. Excuse me. Oh, excuse
Don't
me.
die. You're not allowed to die.
I'm trying. So you could do something like you could move away with your bonus action if you have any bonus action spells. Otherwise, just end your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back a bit, so I'm not directly in its area, and then I will wait.
Alrighty. That means it is this bugbear's turn, who steps out from around the corner, having heard his friend yell in pain and the clamor of combat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And
Fine.
he will... on his back is this what looks like if you took a regular quiver, but kind of multiplied its size by 3. Inside of it are a lot of long wooden sticks, and he takes one out, and you can recognize it as a crudely fashioned javelin. And he kind of just leans back and hucks it down the hallway to hit. Who is this? To hit Densick, who's in the front there. Sorry, Densick. So, does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
All right.
But I will use my reaction
Okay. And what would you like to do with this reaction?
to curse the foul swine.
Oh.
I will say something heroic, as in, I have never been more certain on what's to be done but now, and you, sir, are but a peasant and cannot hit such prestige as I. And I use cutting words.
Okay. And what does cutting words do?
I get to use one of my bardic inspirations against his die roll.
Okay, so to his attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is a D8.
Okay. Go ahead.
And my
and roll
character
it.
sheet just disappeared. There it is. Point. How's an 8? So an 11 does not hit me.
Okay.
Oh, and that's actually a 10 because I've got 2 votes from last week.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, so you use your cutting words. So as he's about to also, just for the future, you have to choose to use that ability before I say the number, just so you know.
Actually, this one you do not have to.
Oh, is it? Because you can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails.
Well, yeah, but I knew it was going to hit or not because it's my DC.
That's
My
true.
AC.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll say that. We'll go with that. So he's about to huck this javelin, and you just belittle him and just call him swine, and he's not even worthy to hit you, and he just kind of. You can see his face just have that like moment of, wow, he's right. I am just a bugbear in service to Xanathar. And he throws the javelin, and like you're only 10 feet away, so this should be a knockout hit for him. And it kind of just clatters against the wall as he misses you completely.
Does he think
As I thought.
Does that bugbear think he's but dirt?
Oh no. Are we starting this again?
And that's the end of his turn.
Patty's just gonna carry on.
I am. Cal, it is your turn.
Cal steps out to here, using half of his movement. Looks at the bugbear trying to run Densick through, and does something unexpected. He reaches inside of his robe, pulls out a talisman carved in the shape of the Raven Queen symbol, closes his eyes, and begs his queen to protect him from this vile evil. Then he holds the symbol out, and a bright, radiant white light shoots out from it.
Okay.
Gua.
11 radiant damage if a 15 hits.
A 15 on the bugbear.
16. I have a vote. My bad.
All right, if you have a vote, that is 16, just barely hits.
Every vote counts. And then I use the rest of my movement to go back over here.
So Cal just kind of holds up this pendant, and this burst of white lightning energy, like power, comes out from it, surrounding the bugbear, and it just this flash of light that almost blinds you. You can't see what happens, but after he's hit, and there's kind of bits of fur singeing, this kind of glow still radiates around him, still stays on him. The next attack against him has advantage.
For Nim's reference, that was divine magic.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else in your turn, Cal?
Just moving back out of the way. No bonus action.
Okay. Sprouting Hops.
Sprouting Hops is going to move there, and from a distance, he's going to attack the weakest one with Radiant Sunbolt.
Okay, so that would be the one that Shadow has already stabbed.
Yes.
Okay. Give me the attack roll.
26 with an 8 radiant damage.
Nice
26
hit.
will hit. That's actually, what is that? That's a nat 20? Or...
No, it's a 19.
It'll show up green if it is.
19.
Okay. All right, so yeah, 26 definitely hits for 8 radiant damage, and that is enough to... You see Sprouting Hops, his fist glow. Actually, do you want to explain this, Sprouting Hops?
Yeah, so
How
he
it
comes
works?
running up, and he like bounces off the wall and does a little spin thing, and as he spins, he gathers light in his hands and does like a little flaming Hadouken at the dude, and he just bursts in radiant light.
So almost similar to what Cal had did to the previous one, except when the light clears from this action, there is just a pile of ash on the floor from where a bugbear used to stand. And Densic and Sprouting Hops can both give me a perception check really quick.
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, damn.
I was a 25.
25 is pretty good.
17.
17 is also good enough to see what happens here. As the ash kind of falls to the ground and makes this nice little pile, you see in the ash this weird, smallish, looks, for lack of a better description, a brain with 4 legs. And you see it for an instant, and then it teleports away.
Nope.
Most intriguing.
Anything else in your turn, Sprouting Hops?
Yes, he's got to call back that light back to his hands and fling it at the next dude, use it spinning a key point.
All right. You have advantage on the attack on this guy right here, since he is wrapped in the radiant light from Cal.
That's a nat 20, so he hits
Nat
it for
20,
10.
baby! And then what we'll do for nat 20 rolls is we'll double the total damage, so you don't have to click another button. So that's 10 doubled to 20.
Teamwork.
This bugbear as well also disintegrates into dust, and Densic, Sprouting Hops, and Nim can all give me a perception check this time.
Perception again. $18.
Okay.
15.
Okay. 13. Okay.
Okay.
The 18, the 15, see this, Nim, you don't quite, you're kind of trying to peer between Hops and Densic to see what's going on, try to get, but they're kind of, especially Densic more than Hops, their bulk is kind of in the way.
It's fat.
Once again, bulk. This natural armor will keep you strong. You also see another brain with 4 legs teleport away. All right, Hops. Anything else?
Yeah, he's gonna finish his movement turn, and I can see this one too.
Yes, you can.
I'll spend another key point and blast that dude too.
Alrighty. This one is just a regular roll. You do not have advantage on this guy.
Right. 21 to hit, 10 damage.
A 21 does hit. So once again, Sprouts just comes up, jumps up over the side of the wall, does a sick little flip, turns the corner, sees the one guy, Hadoukens him. Then he sees the second guy, Hadoukens him as well, and then just runs almost lightning, blindingly fast. You don't even see him move between the two ash piles. The ash doesn't even get disturbed when he moves between them, and he goes down and just once again just kind of swirls his hand and just almost like he's throwing sand at them, but instead of sand coming out of his hand, as another glowy celestial solar ball, and just hits this guy again. This one doesn't leave a pile of ash, but you can tell that the bugbear has been affected greatly by this one.
Nice. Cool.
All right.
So Shadow looks up when he sees Cal or sees him do this. He says, "Cal, he made up for earlier."
Alrighty. Next would be coming from around the corner, another bugbear. 15, 20, 25, 30. And he goes up to this door, and he goes, bam, 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 on the door. Get out here, guys! Do your job! And then he will throw a javelin at Sprouting Hops.
You can try.
No, he won't. So he throws the javelin, and it just kind of like, it's almost like he hasn't worked out for a while, or maybe he just came off an injury or something, and he throws the javelin, and it just lands like point first into the pile of ash that used to be his buddy. And he's just like, and he looks over to his friend that's been singed by your sunbolt, and he's like, my arm's still not right from where that carrion crawler bit it. Yeah. Next is this guy right here. He'll move into melee range after kind of slapping his friend on the ear. It's kind of like, what the hell, man? He'll move into range of Sprouting Hops, and he'll attempt to attack you, bringing down his Morning Star on you.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You will take 6 piercing damage as he's able to kind of, his first swing is just this big, very easily telegraphed swing. He kind of just sidestepped, but then with unnatural quickness, he brings it underneath and is able to graze across your arm. Okay, that's his turn. That bugbear is dead. Izzy, your turn.
Yay! I can do a thing now. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to put me right in front of this bugbear.
Okay.
Now, my question is, what is the rules of flanking in this situation?
Are we using flanking?
No, there's no flanking rules in 5e.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Sorry.
I tried. Alrighty. So Izzy looks at the bugbear and decides she's gonna stab him in the shins with Dimwit. Two-handed.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Like I said before, this is just a regular longsword like you had before, so it's the same roll.
Yep. That's gonna be a 15. It's a 15 hit.
15 does not hit. Barely. So you come, the sword that's just been dragging you down this entire way to the dungeon. Can't keep your hand off of it. You're like, okay, finally, I want to fix this at some point, but at least I'm getting to use it now. And your you realize that your arm is just a little bit more sore than you thought it would be from holding this sword the entire time. And as you come down with a nice slice, the bugbear is able to parry it and just bounce it off his morning star.
He's just being rude. That's just plain rude. I don't like him.
What are you gonna do about it? Do you
Well,
have,
I want to do extra attack, but
Okay.
I missed the first one, so I don't think I can
No, you can.
do the second one. I can?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna aim for him again.
All right. You compose yourself, realizing just how heavy this sword is. Get ready to come in with another slash. And a 20 does hit. 20 does hit. So go ahead. So it's 9 slashing damage there. So
Yes.
you come across and you're like, oh, okay. Now you're like, all right, I can compensate for this. You just do a nice slash right across his belly. And a good, just this thick red blood is coming out of him now. Looks like he's not doing so hot.
That's what he gets for being rude.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. Can't do anything else at the moment.
All right. Densick, it is your turn.
So Densick will stroll up casually, rapier in
Casual.
hand,
I like it.
and he does like the, rapier up to the head, and he kind of bows, and then thrusts.
Classy. This is a duel.
Yes.
Give me an attack roll.
22,
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
22 hits.
9 piercing.
9 piercing. All right, so you see Densick, who kind of hasn't really displayed or given off the vibe that he really has any combat abilities.
That he's really good at anything.
Yeah, you're kind of been questioning each of you to yourselves. Just, all right, I know why I'm here. I know why the other ones are here. Why is this guy here? But you just see him just kind of do this outdated method of pulling a rapier, bowing to the bugbear. Like, what does he think this is? A gentleman's duel? And then he just does this like weird flourish and just boop, and stabs. And the bugbear just kind of grasps it. It falls down to its knees, falls down on its face, does not move anymore.
A proper thrust.
You have taken care of that bugbear. Okay, so that guy's dead. Would you like to do anything else in your turn? You've got a bonus action and movement still, I think. I think you might have a little more movement.
I do have some more movement. Densick really wants to go first. But he won't. I'll stay right here. For my bonus action, no, I'm gonna save it. I'm good.
Alrighty. You hear the sound of a lot of tiny little feet moving from further down the hall.
Oh.
Who's got fireball?
Does magic missile count?
Nope.
No one has fireball, sir, but we have a dragonborn with
Yeah, we have a
breath
dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see a bunch of little goblins come out from the room that they were in up here. They see the dead bugbears. They see the one left, and they're just like, "Defend the leader!" So they will actually use their action to dash. Okay. So they fill up the hall, and you can see the bugbear at this point feels a little bit more comfortable and starts, as they're running by, giving directions, telling, shield up, you there. And it seems like the foot troops have arrived. Okay, so we're back to the top of the round. Shadow.
All right, so Shadow is making sure that I have to do this. Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action to dash, because if I don't have movement to actually get up to here.
Okay.
And the holy shit, guys, there's a lot of these things.
Yeah, last you saw there was one bugbear, and you could tell there's at least one or two more. And you turn the hall now, and you see 7 goblins standing there with a bugbear commander.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to see if I can shoot that one close, because I'm gonna whip out my hand crossbow and just between the two of them fire an arrow, a bolt,
right.
I should say.
Give it to it.
All right. And does a 12 hit them?
12 does not hit. So you whip out your hand crossbow. It's finally made, and it's actually kind of collapsible a little bit to help you kind of sneak into some places you shouldn't get it into. And with one movement, it kind of uncollapses, takes its full form. You quickly load a small little bolt into it and fire, but your aim is just a little bit off, and it zooms past the goblin's ear. The goblin just holds up its shield a little bit higher.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get the hell out of behind everyone, and still kind of within the realm of the fight over there.
Okay. Nim.
Yeah. Let's do guiding bolt.
Okay. Who are you gonna do it on?
Whoever's closest to me.
All right, that'd be this goblin here.
Do I need to move anywhere first, or?
I would say you have to move maybe one space up.
Okay.
And you definitely be able to see that goblin there.
Sweet. I'm gonna get it.
Get it. Roll that guiding bolt attack.
Okay, so I haven't come across this before in Roll20. It asks me at what level I cast it.
Okay, because guiding bolt is a first level spell, and you have higher level spell slots than first level. You'll probably just only want to cast that first.
Don't burn a higher level slot on a goblin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a goblin. First level's gonna be fine.
Okay. I've never been a cleric before, so.
But since guiding bolt is a strong spell, and it does have the effect of giving advantage on the next attack that hits. It is a good spell that if you go against a higher level enemy, you might want to use it.
Whoa!
That
Well,
I think Nim's good.
It explodes.
Yeah.
And then in the attack damage, there's a nat 6 on there.
So, Nim,
That's beautiful.
Scare off the other goblins?
It exploded into the other's eyes.
Nim, the cleric that so far has kind of been like, no, we shouldn't go down there. It's too dangerous. I don't want to have a fight. Come on, guys, let's just be safe. They walk up and just proudly show their dolphin sigil, and very similar to what Cal did, a large coalescing orb of radiant energy fires out from the sigil straight at that goblin. And as opposed to Cal's, where it just kind of wrapped it in light and there was this blinding moment, this time the goblin is just almost completely encased what looks to be translucent water that's very ethereal, and you just see it very quickly just drown in very fast motion and just falls to the ground. There's the smell of seawater that's left behind. All the other goblins look at what's happened, look back at the bugbear, look at themselves. No commander's worth this! Retreat!
I really don't like goblins, guys. I really don't like them.
From the back of the room, you hear, "Why didn't you do that to a bugbear?"
The goblins have given the retreat order.
Actually, it was kind of the first time I've ever done that spell, so I wasn't really sure exactly what would happen, even though, I was told by my teacher when I was an acolyte and everything. I really wasn't sure what would happen, so I decided to give it a shot on one of these goblins, because, hey, if I got a really small attack, it might turn out okay, because it's a goblin and it's really small, but it turned out that it was a really big attack, and I underestimated how powerful it would be.
Good job, Nimmy.
Anything else in your turn, Nim? Or do you spend the rest of your turn just kind of astounded and almost a little scared of yourself?
Second part.
Okay. Next go. You see the bugbear that's behind the goblins just kind of go, "If any of you so much as leave or think about leaving, I'll kill you myself." He takes a couple steps back. And before he does, he opens this door. And then more goblins come running out.
That's just rude.
Okay. The 4 goblins in the back that came out will shoot their short bows at, let's see, Densik is closest. So that might hit. Does a 21 hit you, Densik?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a natural 20. That's another 21.
These goblins have very bad eyesight.
How about a 14?
That hits as well.
Ooh. Okay, so we got 4 short bow arrows from the goblins coming in. One was a crit. I'll do the crit last. So take 5 piercing damage. Take 3 piercing damage. Take 8 piercing damage. And this is the crit. Take 14
Good face,
piercing
Dwayne.
damage.
How dead are you?
I'm alive.
Okay.
How many hit points do you have left?
More than 1.
Then the bugbear, seeing that a volley of arrows just went into the dragonborn and a lot of blood spilling out of it, will throw his javelin at the guy who shoots fire from his fists. Does a natural 20 hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, good. That'll be 28 piercing damage as the javelin just finds the perfect spot in
Wait.
between your ribs.
I'll minus 17 damage.
Okay, so what did I say it was? 28?
28.
Okay, so 11 piercing damage.
Cool.
So it finds the perfect spot in between your ribs that definitely would have punctured a lung, but at the last second you're able to just take your paw and shift it just enough so it still penetrates your rib cage, but it's not puncturing a lung this time.
Ooh.
All right, Cal, your turn.
Okay. I moved to here so I can see. And then I hit the black square I just made with fog cloud. Fuck you, goblins. Heavy obscurement for us, but not against them.
Okay.
So the party can see out of the cloud normally, but anyone firing or shooting or stabbing into it has disadvantage or whatever heavy obscurement is.
Yeah, it's disadvantage. All right, so Cal comes down, and would you like to describe your fog cloud spell?
I walk down the hallway, I look around, I yell, which for Cal is just a quiet sentence. Hold the line. And then I take a huge breath in, and I just breathe out billowing silver and black fog that just doesn't stop as I continue breathing out for like way too long.
Nice.
Ah, you have a gift like none other. I am proud to be your companion.
And this perfect 10-foot square of fog settles in on top of you guys. And
Oh,
like
it's
Cal
supposed
said,
to be
you,
20. Did I do that wrong?
Yeah, right now it's a 10-foot square.
Assume that it's going farther away.
All right, perfect. A perfect 20-foot square envelops the area, and you can tell that it's going to be hard for the goblins to keep shooting into the fog. Anything else, Cal?
Nope, done.
Alrighty. Hops.
This one like shouts out, "This one needs healing," and then moves forward and attacks the first goblin.
Okay.
It's dead.
Oh yeah. That hits, and that's enough damage to kill it. All right.
Attacks the one next to it.
Okay. So this one right here.
Yeah. It's dead as well.
Yes, it is.
Spends a key point to flurry blows.
Okay.
Moves forward again. Fuck, missed that one.
That one does miss.
And one more time.
13, I believe, still misses the goblin.
Damn it. Boo.
And double check, it's close. Yeah, that is still a miss. So Hops, after taking the javelin to the chest, kind of breaks off enough of it so it's not impeding his movement, throws it to the side, whirls out his quarterstaff, and is able to just 1, 2 move down the line of goblins, and he comes up to this third one, and this third almost like is basically just prone on the ground with a shield on top of it, and Sprouting Hops is just wailing on that guy's shield and breaking away chunks of the shield, not hurting the goblin, but it's is scared and realizes how it's not long for this world, probably.
Okay.
Anything else?
That
Move
was
back into the fog.
Yeah, well, oh, you know what? I can move freely because I got mobility, and that thing can't get an attack of opportunity against me.
Alrighty. Next is this bugbear. He'll once again kind of shore up the troops, threaten them with death, and will attempt to throw a javelin at Sprouting Hops where he think he might have gone, but it's going to be hard for him since he's in the fog cloud. So roll at disadvantage. That's still hit. Does a 17 hit you, Hops?
Son of a bitch, yes it does.
Okay. That was with disadvantage too. But these are shitty damage rolls. Take 6 piercing damage.
Or... Oh, wait, is this a different round than the first one?
From the previous... let's see who else going. Yes, this would be a different round from last.
Okay, I'll block that.
Okay, so this time you are able to stop it just in time before it does hit you, and you just grab the javelin with both hands and throw it to the ground.
Did that reduce it to 0?
Yes, it did.
I want to toss it back.
All right. So instead of tossing it to the ground, you grab it with both hands, do an awesome, just kind of quick twirl, and huck it back at him. Give me an attack roll.
What's the... Okay, I imagine...
It would be a dexterity-based attack, so
Okay.
any of your dexterity-based attacks.
20?
He hits, so that's 10 damage. The bugbear is in shock that all this javelin he hurls into the fog, and he thinks he hears what is like a yelp, but really it's just the clap as you clap both hands on the javelin, catch it, and there's a brief moment and a whistling, and all of a sudden, just out of the fog cloud, comes back his javelin. Doesn't have enough time to react at all, and just gets him right in the shoulder. He's just, what happened? The goblins are just like, damn Okay, so that was the bugbears / Sean's turn. Let's see. That bugbear is dead, so we need to remove him from turnover. That one's dead. Izzy.
So I take my shield out this time.
Okay.
And Izzy bangs her sword against the shield and then goes for the goblin directly in front of her.
All right, swing away. That's this guy right here.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit the goblin for 4 damage. So you have your shield, realizing that there's a lot of goblins here. Better keep myself safe. So you slash down with Dimwit, and the goblin takes some damage, but he's still holding on.
I do my extra attack and hit him again.
Do it to it. An 18 does
18
hit,
hits
and
with
that's enough
11
damage.
slashing.
That's enough to kill that goblin. He goes down.
Woo!
Just a very easy, kind of quick twirl, and you stab down. As this goblin's at your height level, it's easier to get you. It's easier for you to get killing blows on these creatures. You just stab down where its neck is, just down all the way, piercing heart and lungs. Bring the sword back out.
Cool. Okay.
Anything else?
I'm gonna stay there for now.
Okay. Tensik.
Densik will look at sprouting hops. Quickly searches for words of encouragement. And says, look death in the eye and tell him, not today. And that is my healing word.
Oh, really? Nice.
Heal-
Densik, you may take a DM inspiration.
Oh, hey.
What's it heal for?
I'm only gonna cast. This is my bonus action. I'm only gonna cast it at. How bad are you?
Half-ish.
You saw a javelin do some pretty.
Yeah, it
decent
was pretty
damage.
rough. All right, I'll cast it at 2nd level.
Okay. Should be 2d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
So 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, 10. Cool. Thank you.
You are
Alrighty.
welcome.
So that's your bonus action. What would you like to do with your action?
For my. Hello? Oh. I didn't have the arrow selected. So I will saunter forth.
Okay.
And he will bellow. He will like smack his stomach. Little bouncy. Like gummy bears.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Dude. Now, vile creatures, experience the minty freshness of nobility. And I use my breath weapon.
All right. Do it. Roll it.
That is, yeah, the DC is low. Ugh. 15-foot
Uh,
cone, which should hit a decent amount of them.
Yeah, they're goblins though. They don't have a very high con.
And that's good damage regardless.
Okay. It's a
Half
15
damage
foot,
might kill 'em.
Yeah, DC 13 con.
So it's going to hit the first 5 in front of you.
Yay.
That's a fail on the. That's a fail. That's a fail.
Yeah, I can only reach the first 5 in front of me.
That's success. Fail. Success. Okay, so this guy and this guy are taking half damage, which is of 11, which will be
Of 13.
13,
Yeah.
which will be rounded up. Oh, so they're dead already. They're all dead, even if they saved.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're all dead, even if they saved.
So, as the bodies fall, he just goes.
What element is your breath weapon?
It's cold.
Cold. Okay.
It's wintergreen freshness.
Love it.
Yes, of course.
Don't forget to move back in front of Hops.
Yes, and then he will bow and step back into the fog.
So those of you who are in the hall, you see Densick kind of just like rumble forward. You're like, what's he gonna do now? And he doesn't even have his rapier out. He's sheathed it. And like you said, he just slaps his belly, and just, and you see him channel the race of magnificent creatures that his race is known for, and this breath weapon of pure cold comes out, and even slicks the sides of the walls with a little bit of ice after it's done, and just on the ground, either completely frozen solid or in ice chunks, are the 5 goblins that were in the way there.
So, we don't have to wait. Dwayne gets my vote.
And Dwayne, no beans for you.
The rest of the goblins
making blizzards.
The rest of the goblins that were in that room come out and will attack 2. Well, they're just going to shoot into the fog cloud randomly. We'll see if any of these hit, and if they do, we'll randomly assign who they hit. So these are at disadvantage. Okay, those are definitely miss. Those would definitely miss. Definitely miss. Definitely miss. Okay, so they all fire their short bows into the fog cloud, but just you guys kind of just stay still, and you see the arrows just kind of clatter at your guys' feet. None of them be able to find their marks. Shadow.
So one just quick question that's kind of random. I have its backsy movement that lets me double my movement speed. Does that mean that I would have quadruple speed if I were to dash, or triple?
It would double your movement speed, and then your dash allows you to take another move action, basically. So you would have 3 sets of your full movement, so triple. Your total would be triple speed.
Okay. Then I am just going to not draw a line on the map, and we can just pass over each other without extra space, or okay.
Yes.
So then I'm just going to run my way all the way up to here, stab a guy, and disengage from the other.
Okay. Give me a stab.
I stab at thee. I stab rather well.
Yes. So yes, the shadow moves at this unnatural cat-like speed on all 4s, just moves through the dead bodies, the slick ice of what remains from Densick's breath attack, and just very rapidly was carrying his rapier in his mouth, drops it down to one of his hands, stabs the goblin. He goes down dead, and he just moves away as quick as a flash, as quickly as he came. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Away I go.
All right, Nim.
That was pretty cool. So I'm going to move up to. No, wait. First, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Surrounding Hops.
No, Dentic.
Oh, well.
We got a plan. Take it.
Okay.
Okay, so Healing Word on the non-stabby tabaxi. 6 healing.
All right.
Cool.
And
You
then
heal for 6 surrounding hops.
I'm going to move up to Denzik.
Okay.
Where is he, though?
You can move to that spot of right in front of
here.
Sean.
Oh my.
So if you go right here,
Okay. Oh, thank you.
You're still in the cloud, but you can touch him.
Sweet. So I'm going to poke Denzik and use Cure Wounds.
All right, I like it. Cure those wounds, baby.
The throwing stuff.
You can't tell
Sorry.
me what to do.
Denzik is healed for 7.
He will probably mutter something like, "How dare she touch me?" And then
Yeah.
say, "Thank you."
You're saying that as literally the warmth and the essence of life is being seeped into your bones through their hand, but you know.
How dare.
Little
How
dolphins
dare
radiate
dare
around
you
you and
touch
kiss
But,
me,
you.
Nate.
but,
You know.
but how dare they?
Well, and I don't know if this would count as a bonus action or not, because I technically did one, but on top of where I poked him, I'm gonna put a dolphin sticker for his
Oh.
boo-boos.
For free.
Sweet.
That's a free action.
Yes.
Dolphins-
That's part of the casting is putting a sticker.
Hashtag
Oh, yeah.
dolphin stickers are free.
All right, so healed with your action, you healed with your bonus action. Would you like to do anything else, Cleric of Seychelles? I think you have a little bit of movement left if you'd like to move some more.
Yeah, I'm gonna move out of the way because I think I'm squishy and good with ketchup. Maybe.
Nice.
Yeah. And voila.
Alrighty. All right. The last couple of goblins, they look to see their leader take the javelin from a fog cloud, and they lay down their weapons and they just go, "We're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry, we give up," and they just go full grovel mode, and they're prostrate on the ground, weapons to their sides. They're giving up. The bugbear, however, just kind of kicks one of them, moves through, and is just like, "Nah, that's not how this is going down." And he's going to move into the fog cloud. If he moves into the fog cloud, is he still at disadvantage as well, Cal?
Yep.
Okay.
But then so is the party trying to hit him. That's the negative.
Okay. All right. So he will just kind of wildly swing at whatever after entering the fog cloud. Ooh, that's a good roll.
It hits Dinsick.
No, he's going from where he's going for where that javelin came from.
Okay.
Seems like everything's hitting me today.
Does a 21 hit you, Sprout?
Yes.
All right.
I use... What is it called? Fighting style protection. When a creature you can see attacks a creature other than you within 5 feet, you can use a reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Save that because it already had disadvantage on the attack roll.
Damn. I tried.
Good idea though. No, that was good, but it already had disadvantage, so can't give it super disadvantage. Take 8 piercing damage as you hear something move close to you, Sprouting Hops, and all of a sudden this morning star just cracks you in the side of your head.
Kind of gets up, just bleeding out of the side of his head, I'm sure, and just like shakes his head like, that one is about to have a very bad day.
It is Cal's turn.
Cal sees that people are still in need. So he moves to here. And he leans over to Denzik and says, "May I?"
Well, since you asked, please.
And I cure wounds on him. Only for me, I whisper in that weird sibilant, almost like parcel tongue elvish script. And it's like static electricity, like real bad static electricity as your wounds close.
Yeah, all the loving essence of life you just had gotten from Nim. When Cal touches you, first of all, his touch is unnaturally cold.
Yes, also
feels
that.
like he feels like he's dead. It's just clammy and kind of gross. But when your wounds close from him touching you with his energy, like you said, it's static electricity, and you just kind of feel like you feel a little wrong afterwards.
But you heal 8 more.
Yes.
If I could remember my original family, I'm sure that Grandmama touched the same.
Oh dear.
That's it for me.
Okay. Sprouting hops. It's time to give that bugbear a bad day.
Yeah. So first, it's gonna be a quarterstaff to the face.
All right, roll it. You are at disadvantage, however, because of the fog.
I miss the 12.
Okay.
There's no way to shove him out of the fog, is there?
You could take. You would do a attack action to shove. Just double check how that works.
I was like,
Yes, using the attack action, you may make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you can make multiple attacks with the attack action, this replaces one of them. So basically, you would make an athletics check, and it would either make an athletics or acrobatics check against you. Higher number wins.
oh, it's an athletics check. Garbage. Okay.
Yeah. For the aggressor, it's athletics.
All right, then I'll just be resigned to hitting him then. Okay. Try again.
Try again.
Garbage.
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna spend the last key point, and I'm gonna try to hit him still.
Okay, I like it. Third time's the charm.
20,
Third time's the charm.
10 damage.
Hey.
So you take with your quarterstaff, you're like and you're just whiffing through the fog, and you're almost like cutting the fog.
With
And
that last he digs it into the floor and then uses it to spin around, and just a foot comes flying into his face.
Sure. Yeah. So you're like ha. And you're like, okay, this is ridiculous. So you plant your staff. You just do. You're almost like a stripper on a pole, just flinging yourself around it, and you're able to kick the bugbear in the face. And what is he? Is this him? Yes. It's not quite enough to take him down, but it's a good. You hear a crack, and you can tell you definitely have broken his jaw.
One more. 26. Yes! Fuck that bugbear!
So you just keep your momentum going and swing around the pole again, and this time you're able to get him right kind of square in the chin where you've already broken his jaw, and just finish the turning of his neck, and you hear his neck snap, and you just hear a big slump as he falls to the ground. That bugbear is dead.
And all the goblins have surrendered, right?
Yeah, so at this point, once the bugbear goes down, the goblins are just like, we're sorry, we're dead, we give up, we give up. And Cal, if you want, you can drop your fog cloud.
I'm thinking, but Cal's considering murdering the goblins too.
Oh, okay. All right, so if that's the case, then we'll just kind of keep this initiative then. So, Izzy, what would you like to do?
Bugbear is dead?
The bugbear's dead. The last 5 goblins that are here are all just laying prostrate on the floor, weapons to the side.
I don't have... Izzy walks out of the fog and she looks at the remaining goblins. I am Izzy. I will be your new leader. And she tries to persuade them. She's not trying to intimidate. She's trying to persuade them.
Okay. You can give me the persuasion. Goblins really only respect fear and power, though, so it's going to be a lot higher to persuade them than it would be to intimidate them. So
Can she also offer them cookies?
Goblins hate cookies. They taste good, therefore they taste bad.
What if they're burnt?
No. Persuasion.
Yeah. 19?
Okay, 19. That's not bad. So the one in the front kind of just looks up, looks at his buddies, sees that no one else is coming through the fog. It's just you right now, and he's like, okay, here's the deal. Technically, we are Xanathar. We belong to Xanathar, but we will totally not do anything tricky to you guys if you just leave us alone. How about this? And he sees you kind of hesitate, and he's just like, how about this? I'll sweeten the deal. I can tell we have, the Xanathar has at least one other watch post down here. I can tell you where it is. Okay. This is only if you promise to spare us.
Counterpoint, I will spare you if you tell us where this other place is and you take us there.
Oh no. Oh, I don't know how to get there. I just know like where it is. I don't know how to get there.
Squinty eyes.
We didn't sign up for that.
Okay. Fine. I will spare you.
When I hear Izzy accept the deal, I drop the fog cloud and stop being murderous.
Okay. So the fog cloud dissipates. You're all able to see the four goblins prostrate in front of Izzy. The one in the front stands up and offers its hand to her. Do we have a deal?
Izzy kind of tries to maneuver to put her shield away because she's still got the sword in the one hand, and she shakes the goblin's hand.
Okay.
Like she does like that weird like thing where she just like puts the shield like under her armpit for a second.
Sure. All right. So we're out of initiative order now. So the goblins the rest of them stand up. They're just like, oh, well, we're really. Wait, listen. If we had our way, we wouldn't have attacked you in the first place. But like, those guys over there, they're our bosses, and they point to the two ash piles, the bugbear that has his neck broken, and the other guy that you get, the other bugbear you guys killed. He's just like, that. Listen. That's that's this. The way we see it, we're free agents now.
Right. For free agents, I need you to move into this room down here on the south end of the corridor, please. South end for
You're talking about like right here?
Processing. Yes.
Okay. So they all very happily and gladly move into here.
And
Can you kill the door for everyone?
Yes.
Is the door open inward or outward?
It would open inward towards where they just walked into.
Oh, damn.
Hold on. I remember how to do this. Because I'm smart. Ha ha ha.
Query, Patrick.
Yes.
Since I would have been able to see that last one die, and we know what my backstory is, do I need to roll to know what intellect powers are?
For you, we'll say yes, but it's gonna be a very low roll.
Okay. Because before he slams that door, I have questions for them.
Yes.
Arcana, I assume?
Yes, please. Uh, 13 will be enough. Basically, I want to make sure you didn't get below a 10.
Okay.
Yes, so you are able to know what intellect devours are, and you know what creatures create intellect devours.
So, goblins. What makes those bugbears?
The guy that's kind of been like their spokesperson will stay out. Yes?
What's so special about those bugbears? It looks like they were side-eyes the group so they know he's not serious. Chosen, anointed for special service.
Oh, well, yeah. Xanathar has yet to see the amazingness that is the Goblin Society and still thinks bugbears are better than us. So almost all of his bugbear troops, especially the ones that get assigned to come down here, they get to have a special ally.
Does this ally perhaps look a lot like a worm, and is it inserted through the eyelid?
All I really know is that they go into a room they kind of shriek in pain, and then they abruptly stopped, and then they come out, and all of a sudden they know exactly where all sentient life is at all times. I don't like it. It's weird. I'm kind of glad that the goblins aren't that high on the tier list of Xanathar yet, because it sounds awful.
Does Xanathar have an ally, perhaps, that has an octopus for a face?
Not one that I've seen, but I mean, that sounds like the kind of company Xanathar would keep.
I look at Hops and I'm like, yeah, you can close the door now.
So he's gonna close the door, and is there like a handle where he can shove a sword through to keep it from opening again?
Give me a survival check. Yeah, give me a survival check. Let's see if he gets done.
Oh my.
I can lock the door from the outside.
Sure.
16. Yeah, no, you're able to kind of rig something up so that once the last guy goes in, you're just like, okay, cool. And you close the door, and it's a combination of like tying it with some rope and sliding a sword through it. That's gonna be very hard for those goblins to get out of this room.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Did they at least tell us where the watch room was before we locked him up?
Nope.
Great job, guys.
But they didn't know where it was. Like they couldn't give us directions.
Yeah, they said they couldn't lead us there.
Oh
anyway.
yeah, that's right.
They just would have said to
Just
the
know
north
they're-
or to the east, and we're gonna find it anyways. Now we
Yeah,
just know to be
we know it's
stealthy
there.
about
Is
it.
one.
Right.
I look at Densick, and I look at Sprouting Hops, who looks fatigued. He burned all his key. I look at that other room the goblins came from, and I say, perhaps we should rest.
Up here in 23A?
Yes,
Or you can't see them.
we can
up here.
secure that room.
Rest, as he's clearly trying to like keep his stature while bleeding.
Yes, it is the thing that we peasants must do. We apologize.
That was merely a spot of exercise. Very refreshing.
In that case, you can stand guard.
As I cough blood.
As you come into this room right here, where Shadow is, it's kind of a plain room. There's a door to the north. Look, there's kind of like some makeshift cots and bedrolls here. And it kind of in the middle of the floor, kind of hastily thrown down as the goblins rush from that room. What looks to be a human skeleton with strings attached to very strategic points on it. Looks very much like a marionette.
Weird.
And you see that the strings actually go all the way to the roof of the room.
Kind of tugs on one of the ropes.
And the skeleton kind of gets like it. You tug on the rope and it kind of rightens the skeleton, and it's very Backstreet Boys marionette dance, just like.
Somebody's back. All right.
I look at Hops.
Still
Goblins
weird.
get bored too.
Huh.
As you guys kind of file into this room, in the northwest corner, you see a shield that's kind of been smashed almost perfectly in two. And one half of the shield has it says Nimr, N-I-M-R. And on the right half of on the other half of the shield, it reads Aith, A-I-T-H. And you kind of put the two parts together, and it reads Nimwraith.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's because it's Nim's name.
It's similar. It's similar to your friend Nim.
Does that name mean anything?
You think about it. Give me an insight check, just real quick.
Nope.
Nope.
With
If
a
I
9, it
can't-
means nothing.
Yeah.
Possibly heard a story about this name?
Would I know
you-
anything with history?
Could I get an insight check as well?
Kind of as a group, you finally put it together after spending about 5 minutes. You're like, oh, I bet it's that guy's shield, the skeletons.
Oh.
Huh.
Nimwraith is probably his name. He died here probably a long time ago. The goblins were using his body as a toy.
Kind of cut him
Oh.
down, put him in the corner, and lay his shield on him, and just be like, "Stay there."
Yeah.
And for being a good person and doing that, you can have a DM inspiration as well.
Woo!
Okay, so yes, you guys are in this room. Would you like to take? I'm guessing you guys would like to take a short rest at least, if not longer.
Mhm.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, short's
Okay.
fine.
And as
You're-
with every room I check, I want to search and see if there's anything valuable, anything at all.
Sure, give me investigation.
All right.
Does anyone need a long rest?
No.
An 8.
Cleric, how many spell slots do you have left at level 1?
Me?
Yeah, yours only come back on a long rest.
Oh. It's a really good question.
You cast
This
3.
room, this room, nothing really of importance. You do see scratched into the wall. It says "Warg's Eye." That's it.
Works eye.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
About 15 minutes into your short rest, you hear banging from across the hall. Hey! Hey! Hey!
I will use
So-
minor illusion to respond in kind. What? Trying to take a pay.
You guys kind of locked us in here.
Oh, sorry. Our mistake. Door jammed. Not sure why.
Okay, you're fixing it, right?
Right. We'll get right on that. Just as soon as we rest up.
Okay, we'll rest up too.
Right. We need to go now.
Is anybody going to use
just remember who the weakest of you is.
Why would that come into play?
No reason. We will fix
Nothing.
this door jam soon.
Oh, okay.
Which one of you is the fattest? Just considerations.
That's Grabble. Grabble's the fattest. You
Right.
just hear kind of like a little bit deeper voice, like, "No, I'm not."
Good luck, Grabble, with your big bones. All right, let's get out of here.
Grub's fattest. And they just kind of start arguing amongst themselves who the fattest one is.
Is anybody going to use any hit die to... Well, I guess it's just me and Hobbs.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Nah.
Hobbs, are you going to spend any hit die?
I did. I already did, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Roll an extra d6.
Okay.
Because I've got that.
Boom. I'm like super healed. All right.
Do you
I
get all
will
your key
also-
back on the short, Sean?
Fuck yeah, I do.
I recover all my slots that I used, at least on a short, so that just means we gotta check with Ever real fast.
I'm looking at my sheet.
So, next to
Well,
level
when-
1, it'll say total spells and spells remaining. You're looking for total. Next to level 1, 2, and 3.
So from level 1, I use Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, and Healing Word, and I've got 4 slots total.
So you have 1 left.
Yeah.
How many level 2 slots? I know you didn't use any. How many do you have? Two of them?
3.
And 1 level 3.
You 2.
2, but I don't have any level 3 spells right now.
Are you full cleric? Or are you multi-class?
I believe I'm full cleric.
We should stop and fix the spell sheet real fast, because you definitely have level 3 spells.
Yeah, that's how you did Speak with the Dead.
Yep.
'Cause that's a level 3 spell.
Oh, right.
Oh,
so that means you
she
have
should
1
have had
level
it.
3 slot.
Yeah. Well, no, she spoke with she prayed to speak with the dead.
Right.
So
They have one slot left.
Yeah.
Well, no, she prayed to get it. So because
Yeah.
she didn't think she had it, so she should
Right,
technically
but-
have 2.
No, the praying just let Ever switch the slot.
Yeah,
It
wait
still
till 10
costs a
minute
spell
rest
slot.
to switch.
It's not free. It just let Ever switch from the level 3 spell they did have to Speak with Dead.
Yeah.
But you still have to burn a slot. You don't get any for free. So you've got one level 3, 2 level 2, 1 level 1. You got 4 spells left before you need a long rest. Are you comfortable with that, or do you want to stop and take a long rest? As the healer, I would defer to you if you want to recover those other 5 spell slots.
I think that would be wise, just in case we come across something bigger.
I have limited healing ability.
Same.
Healing is
Anyone
something you guys
disagree?
do.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm good with
perfectly fine
whatever.
deferring to it there.
Yeah, sure.
I will use, since I don't have to sleep, Patty, I will use my illusion powers to create a door at the end that has no door.
Okay.
And I will watch that side during the break.
Okay, yeah. So you guys, just to confirm, you guys settled on taking a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I will keep
Alrighty.
watch on the other door.
Yes, because here comes that random encounter roll.
Nah.
All right, both of you give me perception checks for
You
your
can go
watch.
first, Izzy.
Four.
Excellent, excellent.
Mm.
Alrighty.
I almost wish that was a nat
And
one,
Cal?
and I could have re-rolled it.
Much
22.
Okay. All right, now, Izzy, high or low?
Oh God. I haven't paid enough attention to
He
your
rolls like me, always high with Patty, because he rolls like I do.
Okay, so I gotta pick high then.
Okay. And Cal, high or low?
Low, because the odds are you won't pull it twice.
Izzy,
No.
you
I
are sitting
refuse.
there. You are watching the door. Your job is to watch that door. That door is a very boring door.
Oh no.
You find your eyelids are getting very heavy, and you are very
no.
tired from having to hold this damn sword all the time.
Oh no.
Dreamland quickly finds you, and you fall asleep. Cal,
Oh, I fucked up.
Yep.
you are watching basically through the door that does not
Yeah.
actually exist, but to any passerby would seem to exist.
Right.
And you hear tromping down at the end of the hall,
Okay.
and you see this. Do you see this creature over here?
I do.
You see a large metallic, clearly a construct.
That's
walk
not good.
by.
He'll see through the illusion.
And it comes down here. And that's Hobbs. We don't want Hobbs. We want Cal. And it makes eye contact with you. And it's also doing these weird kind of like jerky movements. And it has this weird rune on its head that looks like 2 wands crossed, but one of the wands is snapped in half. And you watch it do some weird movements with its hands. Give me an Arcana check. It is making the hand movements necessary to cast the spell Fireball. And before you can even react to that, It finishes, and nothing happens. And it looks at you. And then it moves its hands again. Give me another Arcana check. $18. This time it makes the hand movements to cast the spell Disintegrate. And you're like,
Wow.
this isn't gonna work, and you try to dive out of the way. Once again, nothing happens. And it kind of realizes that nothing's happening, and it just turns the corner and leaves.
I blink slowly. I look behind me. Nope. I continue my meditation. We're gonna
Okay.
pretend that didn't happen.
All right.
However, once
before you
everyone else
continue
is
med-
deeply asleep, I want to do something if I can.
Okay. You look over at Izzy to kind of check in with her. You can tell that she's sleeping, but your shift's almost over anyway. You're not too worried about it, but you do take note of the fact that Izzy fell asleep on watch.
Am I
But
gonna
yeah,
get yelled at?
I don't know. Depends if Cal wants to yell at you or not. But yes, Cal, everyone is deep asleep, including your fellow watch partner, so you are practically alone as long as you're quiet.
I'm gonna slip over, let the goblins out, and quietly tell them to get lost.
Okay, so you come on over. You open the
Because
door.
if not, they're gonna starve to death, and that's kind of evil.
They're all huddled together, and like they're kind of like whispering to one another, and you see that the like kind of the fattest of the goblins seems to be tied at the hands, and it seems like they're about to do something drastic when you open the door. But you catch them just in time.
I see that, and I'm like, no, no, no. And I pull out one of my.
Thank God you opened the door.
I-
Garb, this was just a joke. You know us, how we like to pull jokes like this.
I pull out 2 of my rations. And
Okay.
this is for flavor. You can stop me if you don't want it to work. But I told the dead my rations, so they rot. And I'm like, lunch, because goblins will eat that shit.
Sure. They're just like, I mean, we also like non-rotted rations, but sure, thanks. Okay. And he holds on to both of them. It's just like, so I have the food. I'm the leader now. And they all just like, and the established goblin pecking order has been brought back.
As
to
you're
this.
the leader, I think you should know. The safest route out of here is east. But it's really
yeah.
clean down south.
Yeah, no, we know how to get out of here. We just don't know how to get further or where the other watch posts are. But thank you. And they all quickly leave.
Then I go back to my watch.
Alrighty. Go back to your
But-
watch.
And obviously if something else happens, it'll happen. But at the very end of the watch, like right before everyone else would wake up, I will quietly move over, kick Izzy really hard in the rear until Izzy wakes up and be like, probably shouldn't fall asleep again. I'll have to tattle on you next time.
Oh my butt.
Not roughly, enough to wake you up.
So,
You're not gonna
Cal-
tell Shadow, right?
Not
Shadow
this time.
can't know I fell asleep. Okay, hey, I'll make you cookies later.
Deal.
Yes.
And then he says the only thing you would expect someone like him to say. Oatmeal raisin.
oh,
I actually
Cal-
have some already prepared.
because
take
you're
them.
sticking to your character even with fictional cookies, I'll let you have a DM inspiration as well.
Thank you.
Although it sickens me.
I love oatmeal raisin.
I
don't
love
know.
oatmeal
I do
raisin.
too.
You're all wrong.
What is-
You're all wrong. Anyone who just says they like oatmeal raisin cookies in real life, -5 levels. You're wrong.
What about oatmeal chocolate chip?
That's
Still
a very
wrong.
different. That's a different story, though. It's a different level of wrong.
Yeah, you're only -4 levels.
I like cookies.
Oatmeal raisin's the best.
Okay, keep it up, Rogue. I know where you live
Oh,
in this dungeon, at least.
I already
That
know
gives
I'm
you
going to die
disadvantage.
horribly.
Okay.
All right.
I'm done now.
Perfect. Your watch and your sleep go by. Long rest. Nothing happens to everyone who was sleeping in the room that wasn't on watch. And you're all fully rested. So I don't know if Roll20 has just a button that says long rest, but
God,
it
that would be
does.
so nice.
You can press it. I know D&D Beyond does it. So if you happen to keep a character sheet in D&D Beyond, you can press the button there. But otherwise, manually restore everything. You're back to full health. Half of your hit die that you used are brought back to you. All of your abilities are recharged. All your spell slots are returned. And you're sleeping in the dungeon. You all have bedrolls and blankets and things like that. So it's not like you didn't get a full rest, but you are still sleeping on the ground. So wake up, back's a little stiff, but nothing. Some cold hard rations and some 3-day-old water from the water skin won't fix, right?
I eat the cookies.
Izzy gave him like
Where'd you
half
get
a dozen.
cookies? Oh,
Oh, Izzy brought
Dumb
Izzy
question.
brought cookies with her.
Come on, Shadow, you should know better than that.
All right, so you're in a room. There's literally nothing besides the skeleton, the shield, and the words on the wall.
Plus, I would also tell you, if you did ask me that, Shadow, straight face, no tells whatsoever. We were on watch all night. We were awake and bored. We ate cookies.
Fair. Okay.
Patty gets a
gonna go-
Patty gets a mean dice from Voodoo.
I'm gonna go through that door to the north.
Okay. That door to the north. Open
And
it up.
can we
It's more
see the
more
hallway? Okay. Is there a door to the right?
There
or
is.
that open?
Nope, that's a door.
All right. Well, we didn't actually check that, so I'm gonna check it and then I'm gonna open it.
that-
Alrighty.
I've checked the traps.
The hallway we were in earlier.
Open that.
We were in the other hallway. Now we see it. It's in here. So what's in here?
What's in there? Good question, you. In that room, you see in the middle of the room, kind of here-ish, you see what looks like a statue that was quite large, that is all crumbled and shattered. Looks like as if someone was trying to attempt to put it back together. Maybe the bugbears that were here previously.
I would like to inspect said statue.
Investigation check.
I think we asked this last time, but does anybody have a bend?
Me.
Oh, I investigate so well with a 7.
You're not even sure. Maybe it was maybe it wasn't a statue. Maybe it's just a bunch of random pieces of rock.
Would you like to
That-
ask me to help you take a look?
That totally was just not anything in particular. In fact, that was once a wall. That is how
Potentially,
Shadow
yeah.
has interpreted this.
Yeah.
I see a wall. Maybe a pillar from a wall. Yeah, I mean, if you could find something else better than that, I mean, you're smarter than me.
It's up to you if you
We'll
ask
go
in
with
character.
that. No, that's my character saying it.
Oh, okay.
It's totally just, a pillar that was in the middle of the room. But I mean, if you think it's something else, whatever. I don't know.
Sure, I'll check it out. I like to fix things.
Same roll. $14. Nah, kind of with Shadow on this one. Not quite sure what it was supposed to be. You're
Gonna mend it.
You're pretty sure it wasn't a wall, but you're pretty certain it is a statue. But okay, sure.
I'm gonna
Cast
mend it into, since neither of us know what it is, into something random.
Okay. You mend it into what would be like a basilisk, but you're missing like the head and the tail. So you kind of just have like, and you're using arms and for legs that are clearly arms, but it's basilisk-esque.
With my
We
broad
look at each
and
other
vast
and we're like,
knowledge.
eh.
Yeah, exactly. With my
It's a
broad
weird,
and vast
scaly
knowledge of
dog.
the topic, I look over at Cal and I say, Yeah. Yeah.
You both think we've done a good thing here.
You're a rather good artist, Cal.
Accurate. The good thing part.
Okay. Where do we go from here?
Well, finding out that this hallway is where we've already been, then we'll just track all the way through back to the other hallway and continue north.
Continue north. You can either continue north or it goes east.
You're muted, Sean.
Glad you could join us.
I'm just going to see party vote. Do we go up more or not?
Our assumption would need to be, because we know where we're at, our assumption would be the hallway to your east there is the one where it said Hallister waits in the shadows throwing spells or some crap. Probably need to be really careful if we go that way.
Yeah.
Plus it takes us to where we've already been. Go north. That's my
Okay.
vote.
Yeah,
By the
so
way-
the
Patty, what is down that hallway? That we're
Sure.
looking
Yeah,
at?
as you look down that hallway to the east, it's as narrow as it looks there, and each of these little alcoves, there are on the back wall of those alcoves, there are mirrors, like a heavy, large oval mirror.
Huh. Okay.
yeah, to the north.
Here's the party.
Go to the north. There's a long hallway that continues down. Nothing of value. You can move all the way to the end, and in this
Alright.
room,
Sneaky
It's
as always. Yeah.
it's completely empty. There's like a burned torch on the ground, and like maybe an old potion bottle, a discarded blanket. You know, this might be where some other adventurers, weeks, months, years ago stopped.
Anything at all?
Even if you were for free, this room is literally just nothing. It's just kind of a dead end.
I vote back to the cube.
So where?
We cleared like this whole far west section. Back to the cube, baby.
Yeah, and as
Oh.
you look to
Gelatinous
the
cube.
right, as you look down to the right in this hall of mirrors, you do see the pillar room that you kind of almost started in.
Yeah, I'm with
Wow.
you. Let's get a little cubey.
Gonna have to kill it eventually.
Oh, that cube.
So you move down here. Here, follow my clicks. There, here.
I can't see your clicks aside from.
Here, I'll move
All the
people.
way at the end of the hallway.
I don't know if we can see my red better than we can see your black.
Okay, there. That should be everyone, right?
That
Yeah,
works.
we got everybody.
Mhm.
Okay. Yep. Perfect. So these double doors right here that you go to open, this is where it starts. The unnaturally clean dungeon floors and walls and ceiling.
Okay, so if anybody else has a good idea, I'm just figuring we're just gonna shoot a crossbow bolt down each hallway.
Or we could just pick up some of the rubble from the statue and chuck stones down the hallway.
If we can get the rubble all the way
Yeah,
to the
but
end
this
of
is
the long
actually-
hallways, yes. If not, crossbow works, yes.
No, like rocks, like little
This,
pebbles.
this is easy, and it also counts as an attack
It's true.
Hmm.
if it hits.
It's actually true.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
if you
I
hit it
have
with a rock, you can run
Thunderwave.
away.
I
We're not
could
gonna run
push it
away. We're
back.
gonna
Yeah,
kill
but
it.
Thunderwave
We'll be
is a
chicken
spell.
for killing it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I could
But-
push it back 10 feet, so it gives us some distance.
The nemesis of all
helpful.
monks,
Yeah.
the thing you can't kick.
Yes.
I've kind
He
of
just
always
like
wondered.
opens his hands and like flames come out, and he's just like, "Yes, bad kicking."
Does a gelatinous cube actually taste like jelly? And if so, what flavor is it?
You
It
should
tastes
find out.
like a
Disney.
ghost. It tastes like a ghost pepper, but it also melts your tongue, literally.
Accurate.
Oh, I don't like spicy food.
Could we not?
We've went over this, Izzy. This is one of those things that you can't eat and turn into cookies.
You can turn anything into cookies if you try hard enough. But I don't feel like trying this hard.
North
Could
or
we
south?
not lure it
Well,
out?
East or south? It's not intelligent.
East?
They just sort of slide around until they bump into something they can eat.
Kinda sounds like my brother, actually.
So like an amoeba, basically a giant amoeba.
Kinda, yeah.
My brother's a parasite.
Wow.
No, really. He mooches off of mom and dad like a lot.
So, I vote. I like elbows. I vote north or east, northeast.
Okay.
Since Devin asked.
Okay.
I'm going with Cal on this one.
All right.
To
So
the
you
east.
guys going east?
Good plan.
Shooting a crossbow before he enters any hallway.
Yep.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
And hey, it's not a bad roll.
17. Okay. You shoot your crossbow bolt to this wall over here. Smash it against the wall.
All right. If it's usable, I reload it. If it's not, I ask Cal to cast to use mending on it, and then I reload it.
And we thus proceed cheating.
All right. You're gonna shoot another crossbow bolt.
Yes.
All right. Make an attack roll. 10. Let me see. 10. Okay. Once again, smashes against the wall on the opposite side. Over here.
Okay, and so we go up to here, and we fire again.
All right. Attack roll. 23. Smash it against the wall.
Okay, and I stop here, and what's in that alcove?
In that alcove, there is another boss relief carved into the back of the wall. It's a nude, heavy-set man playing the harp.
I'm sorry, did you say a nude heavyset man?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Densick, we found a statue of you.
Truly,
Uh,
and I push up forward.
I once again load a crossbow bolt and fire it into the...
You are immediately insulted, Densick, as it's a human, not a dragonborn.
Preposterous.
I look at
also-
it, I look at him, I look at it, and I can't tell the difference.
Also, on the ground next to the boss relief is it's like a 5-foot pole that looks like it's been snapped at one end.
Oh,
Again, though, I fire
5
another
foot
bolt into the
That's a
actual
rogue tool.
alcove.
It's a rogue tool used to touch
Like
things,
here?
set them off.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
I then transform into a dragonborn, and I look at Densick, and I look at the statue, and I say, "Oh, I get it now."
17.
And I stay this way for a while. I'm like
It's not-
him, but younger and sexier.
It smashes into the wall.
Okay.
he means sexier.
I pick up both crossbow bolts, get them mended, and then I want to inspect that little alcove.
Okay. Give me an
At.
investigation check.
Alright, and I investigate for 13. I'm really good at these rolls tonight.
Yeah, you are.
Shadow gives it the once over and is just like, it's fine. Cal, if you want to give me an Arcana check, though.
No, hold
Not
on.
only that, but I mend the 5-foot pole and jab it after I do the Arcana check.
Okay.
I look at it, I inspect it, and I wholeheartedly agree with Cal. It looks just like dancing.
So you can't really mend the pole as the other half of the pole is not there. Yeah.
But you can give me a 5-foot pole that's not broken.
But yeah, with your Arcana check, you're like, okay, so this is a 5-foot pole. They usually make them in the 10-foot variety.
Looks at his bow staff.
And then you look it's a nondescript wall, but it's also just a random. From what you've learned so far in this dungeon, is that Hallister kind of likes to fuck with people. So a random fat guy playing a harp carved into the wall.
Yeah,
there's a purpose here. You're not quite sure what it is, and you think that there might be more magic involved here. Like maybe a piece you're missing, but something happens here.
Is there anything written or any like clue or anything?
No, there's no.
I also mage hand the half of the pole into the wall, not the relief.
I'm sorry, what?
I mage hand what's left of the pole into the wall, not the relief itself, the wall around it.
Okay. It just taps the wall, like tap. I'm sorry, Hops. I'm actually wrong. You with your passive perception, I believe, which is pretty high. Yes, it is. You actually you're looking at the boss relief itself, and you see that on the harp is carved in common. Gaze upon me with bronzed visage, and secrets shall I reveal.
Okay.
Dang, why didn't I make a bronze dragonborn?
Oh,
I tell the
maybe
group it's
it
missing
means
something. We
stone
need
eyes.
to find it and bring it back.
Or
Brown eyes? Who's got brown eyes? I should look at it.
No, it's probably something stupidly magical, like.
Shadow determines that we don't have the thing, and there's still an invisible monster that can follow us and catch us, and continues his way forward.
it can also move forward after you fire a bolt.
Shh! Don't tell Shadow scary things like that.
Wait, Shadow. Point of order. You're shooting forward. We have not been shooting backwards to see if we're not followed.
Are you in the back?
No, never.
Then why do you care?
I don't know, like, Izzy could get eaten or something like that, and that would be terrible.
She's good
Oh
as
my
an
gosh,
advanced.
you care
she's,
about me.
She's
No.
very good as the advanced warning system for the rear.
We should not conflate usefulness for friendliness. Just pointing that out. You scare
What's
me
the
with your
difference?
cookies. Your cookies are very...
Difference is one of us is captive.
Well, I do have catnip cookies if you want some.
That's,
Captivated, yes.
strangely relevant.
Are you gonna eat one of my cookies, Shadow?
No, I'm just gonna sniff it like I always do.
Oh.
Do you have any salted caramel?
Actually, I do. I also have some sea salt.
That would be perfect.
I fire the crossbow bolt behind us.
Whoa.
Give me an attack roll.
Hey.
25.
25.
Smash it against the opposite wall.
I was really expecting me to hit somebody today. I look over at Hops and I say, there, I fired one behind us. Why did I do that? I didn't do that. I get my bolt. I fire one in front of us now.
From when you pick up your one behind you guys.
No, I go back up to my position I'm
Okay.
at now to fire in
Alright.
front.
All right.
I'm not
Attack
going
roll?
to try and fire over us twice. A nat 20 on this.
Hey,
We just
this is your idea.
Can we
sma-
just supersede the monster into that position because it's a nat
Nope.
20?
Smashes into the wall.
Not even a dent? Man.
Nat 20, I mean, into the wall, this whole tower just comes crumbling down, and we're like...
Yeah,
on level
man.
20
I
now.
just beat the entire dungeon right now.
Totally.
Yeah. And still firing into this door here.
Okay. don't even have to make an attack. We'll just foomp, goes into the door.
Okay. And now I check it for locks and traps.
All right. Perception check.
And I roll a 3. 12. A 12.
All good in the hood?
Cool. Yeah. Totes. I open it.
All right. Swing it open. You hear a tiny click. That's all good.
Yeah, fine. What's a tiny click?
Probably the sound of like, some part of the metal keyhole falling off on the other side. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, so you open that and more hallways.
Are these hallways still as super clean as the hallways we're in currently?
No. So after opening that door, you're back to disgusting hallways again.
Okay, cool. No longer having to shoot a crossbow every 5 feet. I step into the hallway. Is there anybody north or south?
There is not.
Cool. Party, go north.
We should be quiet. We
Oh.
don't know how many more goblins and bugbears with Mind Flayer controller here.
True.
Are there any footprints or anything like that?
Give me a survival check.
Okay.
Footprints.
Okay.
21.
Yeah. You notice that there's to the south, the kind of the floor and the dirt and the dust there is not very unsettled. It seems there seems to be a bit of a layer there, so it doesn't look like there's a lot of foot traffic to the south. To the north, you can tell that multiple footprints have moved through here recently and often.
Like from the south going north or the north going south?
Like up here, going up here.
Yeah. Seems that the party is to the north. Shall we attend?
Let's go.
I like the way you think, Blizzard Man.
I look at him because I'm the younger, sexier
Quietly.
him, and I use minor illusion to say in a deeper, richer voice, "We shall." But it sounds like him, just better.
This guy is trying to outbarge you.
As quietly as I can, I am sneaking my way up here.
Sure. And as soon as you do, you look over and you see a bugbear, and he's talking to another bugbear. And once again, these bugbears have pauldrons that have the symbol of Xanathar on them.
I do the wave of 2 more bugbears. Message.
Once again, Shadow tries to use Thieves' Cant to you guys, and it's just a bunch of more flailing hands and fingers, and all of you are just kind of like...
Before I just kind of like, message.
What? In your head.
There's 2 more bugbears.
Only 2?
I sneak another peek. Looks like
Lots of convenient places for goblins to pour out of.
I only see the hallway to the north.
Let's
As
take
you,
'em.
here, you can peek. You're technically just peeking right here. You can see the other bugbear, and there's a pathway to the east as well.
Okay. Couple doors. Or a door. Pathway to the north. Other than that, if we're quiet. Could get him in one go.
They are Xanathar troops, so you could once again try negotiation with them.
Yeah, that worked so well last time.
Actually, it would work decently well as far as knowing if they're the same type or not. But we already know that there's another setup
Yeah.
that's here, so this is probably them.
Good chance.
So Sneaky try and take them both at
Trying
once.
to be as quiet as he can, even though his voice is rather booming.
Maybe
Did
you
not
can.
didn't the goblins say that the bugbears had the ability to sense other beings?
Yes, they did.
So they know we're here.
Or do they?
Right.
You might be able to convince them that you know the password.
So on that note, I think I should just walk out bearing my crest.
Okay.
Brothers!
All right. So you turn the corner, come about here, and you're displaying your Xanathar symbol, and they really kind of stand up, you know, kind of face you together. They're mumbling, kind of whispering to each other. Yeah. Xanathar rules. We didn't realize that, we're not in trouble, are we?
Well, that depends, friends.
All right.
How your inspection goes.
Damn it! And they just kind of turn to each other, and one kind of socks the other like on the shoulder, and the other one like kind of punches the other one in the belly. I told you word of what we were doing and how we were running things down here would get back up to the many-eyed. And the one's like, shut up. They have no reason to think we've done anything wrong. And they turn, realize that you probably heard what they said. You can tell the boss that everything's going A-okay here. Here at Cricksnack's doing A-okay. We're the best watch post here in all the dungeon. Yep. Everything checks out.
Yes, it does. Everything always checks out for those that tell our many-eyed boss everything they know.
Yeah.
But for those that don't, well, they'll get less pleasant gazes.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
As we know.
I saw what happened to my buddy Brob. Yeah, I didn't. Brob. We don't talk about Brob anymore.
Brob.
All right, so who are you?
Not Brob.
Well, I am Snives, of course.
Snives? Let me look.
You should know of me.
Give me a deception check.
Snives.
Snives. A fucking 2!
Fuck off! Come on! Get your shit together, bro!
Voodoo Arcade.
I cannot
Voodoo
roll.
Arcade gave you a bonus die. Does that give advantage?
It's up to you.
I don't know. Do you want it to? You're the GM.
Yes. We'll say it gives you advantage. You can take the 21.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And then it's like
Because Snives is a terrible lie, but it deserves.
they look at
to
each
be.
other and they're just like Snives.
Because he.
The other one's like
Accused by
Snives.
Snives, but Brob is okay with them. I don't understand.
Snives. I don't know no Snives.
You
He's
will remember Snives if you regret, or if you do not regret your.
And then the
lives.
one like has this dawn of realization on like come over his eyes. He kind of like does the slap on his shoulder, just like, dude, Snives. And the other one's like, oh my, Mr. Snives, oh my God, we're so sorry. That, frankly, this is embarrassing. You've had you of all people have to come down here. This is embarrassing. We are so sorry. Please end your report. Just any kind words you can put in for us to the many-eyed. We'd be so happy. Oh my God, dude, these motherfucking Snives.
I make sure to get their names, and I write that. I act like I'm actually writing down their names so that and make sure I write with an I. You said
No. My name is Clump. That's with a K, And 3 M's? Clomp.
Yes. Yes. A very, very good old family.
Yeah,
name.
and this is Steve.
Well, that's rather a strange name. But we take in all sorts, I suppose. So, first and foremost, show me where your proper traps are for your doors.
We don't have any traps. That's not in the that was in the budget.
You didn't budget for traps.
Listen, man, the Many-Eyed gave us like 100 gold pieces to go hire some goblins and just watch this floor, okay? How many goblins do you think you get 100 gold pieces? And then have money left over?
100.
They look at each other, it's like, deal with the crazy person. No. Goblin prices have gone up a bit since, they keep dying down here. But yeah, there wasn't much left in the trap budget after that.
Alright, I suppose I can understand. So, where's your boss?
The Many-Eyed, he's chilling in Waterdeep.
Your local boss.
Oh.
Who is in charge of this current gig?
I mean, Steve and I, we run this watch post, and then there's Warg's to the west. I think Click runs. Is it Click? Yeah, I think Click runs that one. Warg's.
Yes, Click ran it.
What?
Yes, before he failed the last inspection.
Oh, we didn't. Oh,
now,
you've already gotten to Warg's.
They
kind of look at each other like, dude, Warg's was like 3 times better than our outpost. Yeah, I know, man. Okay, cool. So Warg's failed the outpost inspection. Shit. Well, Grick Snack, yeah, we're like 3 times better than those Warg's fuckers.
Grick Snack.
Indeed, my team and I shall assess.
Oh, you brought a whole team. Steve, he brought a team. He brought a team, Steve. He brought a whole team. We're so fucked. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that would make sense that you need to bring a team. Yeah, yeah.
So, now my team and I will inspect your post. And after we're done, we shall return and tell you how you fared.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fair. Okay. All right. Yeah, bring your team in.
I make motion for the rest of them to show up.
Create badges again.
Sure. She come around the corner. They don't even ask for just to check your Xanathar standing, as Shadow has kind of paved the way enough for you guys here. But you guys flash them nonetheless, and they're all as soon as they see like the 6 of you, varying races, stature, all of you clearly, well armed and armored, just kind of like, shit, that this is not a good day for Steve and Clomp.
Shadow, if I could talk to you for a moment.
I do not know who Shadow is.
Sorry, Snives, if this one could speak with you for just a moment.
Certainly.
Why
I saunter over.
Why don't we just tell them to transfer to the other place and, they'll just leave and we don't have to deal with them?
Good idea. I'll make sure they take care of the
So first things first.
magic cleaning slime
Well,
on the way.
those two are talking. So first things first. How many other bugbears at this post?
They look at each other just like, just us.
How many goblins? What's the size of your force?
We've got listen, we just started this outpost. There's only we got 7, and you see Steve nudge the other guy, and he's like, 6. We had an accident.
I shake my head. 6, huh?
So Sprout's like writing
I get-
stuff down on paper, like and like he's doing some sort of like formal report or something.
I give Shadow the eyeball look. 6 goblins and 2 bugbears. Why don't we just kill them?
I have a better plan.
He gives me the I have a better plan look.
Yes. I wholeheartedly
There's a lot of eyebrows
agree
happening.
I wholeheartedly agree with Sprouting Hops. Steve and crap, what's the other one's name? Steve and other minion. For the interim duration, since Warg's Eye currently has been removed of their prior command structure, I want you to take all the goblins over and make your way over to Warg's Eye. While you're making your way over, there is that gelatinous cube that's wandering that one hallway. Please do take care of that. It was a nuisance.
They look at each other like really wide eyes,
and-
like there's a cube down there. We
Yes,
are
please do take care
are
of
not equipped for that.
Please take care of it if you do not wish to face our glorious multi-eyed leader's wrath.
Okay, so cool. Yeah, we totally understand that. Just saying though, like if we abandon the post, see, there's a reason why this place is called Grick Snack. It's because the Gricks are making a snack out of our goblins. There's like to the east, there's like a whole nest of them. And like if we don't keep them in check, they're just gonna like overrun this entire dungeon.
While we are doing our inspection, we will take care of all the normal duties you would assess.
Okay.
So once again,
sir, I totally understand you're in charge here. I just, as my professional recommendation, you're gonna want to like do something about those Gricks.
Is this one back talking?
No,
The
no,
Snipes
Steve is not. You know what? We were just leaving.
and what did you say about that gelatinous cube?
We're gonna totally handle it.
Exactly. Good
They're
man. You know
totally
how to
run
get a
away.
promotion.
This one goes to the
Oh, I
door.
know.
He goes to the door, he opens it, and shouts down it, "Oi! We're moving!" And the goblins all file in. And they're just like, alright, cool. So those Gricks, they're gonna have heard the goblins leaving, so like I give it like 10 minutes before you're overrun. Okay, bye! And the entire force leaves.
As they're passing by, I make sure to keep repeatedly mentioning, yes, that gelatinous cube should be right down the hall. Just make sure you take care of it. That gelatinous cube that you guys are going to kill. Yes, gelatinous cube.
Yeah, as you're the more and more you say it, the more and more without an inside check, you're just like, yeah, they're not gonna deal with that.
Hey, Patty. I go follow my suspicion that this just goes to where the goblins were. Am I correct about that?
Yes, you are.
I come back and I say, 10 minutes, huh? Close and bar that door. The only way they have to get to us is around this roundabout. That's what we call a kill box.
Anybody got any explosions or traps?
And on that recommendation and question, we will end the session tonight, as you will all plan on what to do with an invading force of undeterminable strength of Gricks. Alrighty. Well, this has been session 2 of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I have been your GM, Patty Shakes. It's been wonderful. I have so much enjoyed running this. I love D&D, and we're going to go around now and have everyone say who they are and where you can find them, what they'll be doing after this. So, same order as before. Go.
I have been Dwayne. You guys can find me on the internet at Made of Kimchi. You can find me here at Vorpal Tales doing Vorpal-y things, mainly on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
At Space Lord PJs, you can check us out on Thursday for Starfinder. I'm running that. Sci-fi adventures. Everybody's gonna die. Total party kill. It's gonna be great. And then you can also check me out on Mondays, playing everybody's favorite hunter, Macintosh. And yeah, back on Tuesdays, playing Sprouting Hops, who likes doing transfers.
Well, that was a fun session. And this music is awesome. And you can find me on the internet as Changeling Ever. I have enjoyed playing tonight. And you can find me on all the nights that Vorpal Tales does the things that they do. We do. All of us do. We're an entity.
And I am Tyler, Eldritch Echoes Online. You can find me GMing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, doing all the horror games, and usually lurking behind a mask in all of the awesome adventure games.
Hi, I'm Pinky_88 on Twitter. You can find me here on Vorpal Tales on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Tomorrow night's going to be an awesome session with Ghost Hunter. Check out the Kickstarter if you guys haven't already. I'm pretty sure that if it hasn't already, pretty close to hitting the goal already. So you guys should definitely check it out. Got some awesome stuff there.
It is past the goal and into its 5th or 6th stretch goal.
Oh, fantastic.
It was like, what, 4 hours in when it made it?
3.
Nice.
Nice.
So, I have embodied the physical corporeal form of Devin, and you can find me online at Sorta Sullied, and the rest of this week I will be here on Thursday for apparently a TPK, and I'm probably going to be in here on Friday for the Space Marines, and back here again on Sunday for Conan.
Perfect. Like our cast has said, we're going to be here pretty much every day of the week. Just to make sure, I'm going to give it to you one more time in order. Tomorrow, Ghost Hunter for the Kickstarter. Thursday, Starfinder with our GM Space Sword Pajamas. Friday is an alternating day, but we're playing Alien, run by Eldritch Echoes. Saturday? Question mark? No, nothing on Saturday.
Nothing on Saturday.
Sunday, Conan, run by Eric, correct?
Accurate.
Yes.
And then Monday will be on the Onyx Path Twitch channel where we run the Contagion Chronicle, which I am in, and then Tuesdays, which is today, is this wonderful game. So there you have it, our schedule for the next week. Hope to see you in some or all of them on the various Twitch channels, which are on our website. Please give us a follow on here or a subscription if you've liked what you've seen. Otherwise, just keep coming back for the content. We love providing for all the wonderful human beings out there. Last thing we're going to do for those of you who stuck around is we're going to go ahead and give a vote for your favorite interaction, character moment, whatever from tonight. So we'll start with the same order as we've been doing for this night. Go ahead.
Oh, that's me first. Dang. I always hate going first for this. I was stuck between two individuals this evening, either Sean or Tyler. And I'm gonna go with Tyler's character for amazing utilization of like support spells. Nothing that does anything directly, but just helping the party out in supporting roles.
That is most gracious of you, fellow Dragonborn.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to vote for Tyler as well for being a support mage who never gets any love. They just sitting there supporting.
They never do, but they are tonight.
Everybody's getting all the damage and kicking everybody's ass, and the support mage just like, I literally just caused no damage but saved your lives. So support mages for life.
Oh, goodness. So, I'm actually going to give it to Devin because his very convincing to the bugbears, and there's another reason. There's an important reason. Pretty sure it was anyway. But that was one of them, and yeah. Oh, yes. That was it. Pity for his pitiful rolls.
My every other roll.
Yeah.
And I was tied between Dwayne and Tiffany, my cookie buddy. But this week it's got to go to Dwayne because he very graciously accepted me being a jackass to you. You might
Nothing
say you
new.
put up with my vicious mockery.
Oh.
Nice.
Thank you.
I am gonna give it to Devin this week because this is the closest Izzy's ever gotten to get Shadow to eat a cookie. Just sniffing it. And hopefully maybe next session we'll get like a slight nibble of a crumb, maybe. So yeah.
So, just brief backstory about that. Last time this happened, because we recreated these characters, the closest Izzy got was trying to feed Shadow a cookie, which Shadow immediately pocketed and fed to them later.
Yeah.
And I am going to give mine to Tyler because, yeah, awesome. Overall, best support / not support.
Very
Awesome.
out of my
Yeah,
comfort
and you know-
zone, but it's kind of fun.
And costume to Wayo.
Yes, and you were all magnificent, awesome, good mix of combat and character roleplay, and you guys were really quick on your abilities and what you want to do in combat, which made a 6-person with 20 goblins and 5 bugbear fight flow pretty smoothly. So I highly appreciate that. You all can start with a DM inspiration next game. And I guess we'll wrap it up there. So if you're still watching, appreciate it. We'll hope to see you tomorrow for Ghost Hunter. And until then, stay safe, stay awesome, stay wonderful.
My